Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Now, as students of hospitality, you're stepping into an industry that is, well, it's changing faster than ever before. My whole world is about how AI is shaking up hotel operations. And today, we're going to dive into a really critical shift in how hotels are actually managed. And listen, this isn't just some abstract theory. This is literally the future of your career.
So let me ask you something. It sounds like a simple question, right? Could a single light bulb really change how you run an entire hotel? But think about it. What if that one light bulb, how we track it, who's in charge of changing it, and when we know it's about to burn out, what if all of that is actually at the very heart of an AI revolution in hospitality? Stick with me on this, because that one little light bulb is about to show us a massive opportunity to run a much smarter, way more efficient hotel.
All right, let's get right into it. First things first, we've got to understand the problem we're actually trying to solve here. We call it the modern maintenance challenge. And on the surface, yeah, it just looks like fixing things when they break. But trust me, underneath all that, it is a huge and honestly, often underestimated drag on a hotel's efficiency, its budget, and even its guest reputation.
I mean, just think about the day-to-day reality of it. All those routine tasks, changing air filters, fixing a leaky faucet, they're just incredibly time-consuming. And they pull your skilled engineering team away from the big, important projects and trap them in this constant cycle of putting out small fires. A flickering light in the hallway, that's an annoyance. But what about the main HVAC unit failing in the middle of a July heat wave? That's a full-blown disaster. We're talking guest refunds, terrible online reviews, the works. And the core issue, the real problem, is that this entire model is completely reactive. We just wait for something to break, and only then do we scramble to fix it.
But what if we could completely flip that on its head? This is exactly where AI comes in with a really profound solution. See, it's not just about getting faster at fixing stuff. It's about a fundamental shift in your whole philosophy. We're talking about moving away from that old, reactive fix-it model to a much more powerful, proactive prevent-it model.
And this slide just illustrates the difference perfectly. So, the old way, that's getting an angry call from a guest because their room is freezing cold. The new way? Well, the new way is your system flagging that a specific heating unit is showing, say, a 5% drop in efficiency. And then it automatically schedules an engineer to check it out before the guest even sets foot in the room. You see the difference? One is damage control, the other is genuine, seamless hospitality.
Okay, so how does this magic actually work? Well, it really breaks down into 3 pretty simple steps. First, you've got AI-powered sensors that track the health of all your critical equipment in real time. We're talking everything from boilers to elevators. Second, powerful algorithms get to work and predict when things might fail by analyzing all that data, looking for tiny, almost unnoticeable changes in performance. And finally, the system automates the whole response. It creates a work order, assigns it to the right person, all without anyone having to pick up a phone.
All right, so let's get practical and see how this actually works in the real world. Because this isn't some far-off future tech. There are powerful software platforms doing this right now. You should really think of these as the essential tools that are going to be in your toolkit as a future hotel leader, helping you manage your operations. So we're going to look at 3 main types of platforms that are leading the charge. First up, you have systems like Zebra. They use really advanced AI, what we call deep learning, to predict major equipment failures. Then you've got something like ServiceMate, which is all about empowering your team out in the field. It's a mobile-first design, so it puts everything they need right there in the palm of their hand. And finally, there are platforms like Fix, which are focused on integration, connecting all your maintenance data with your other hotel systems. As you'll see, each one tackles a different piece of this big puzzle.
Okay, first up, let's zoom in on Zebra. Its main job, its core focus, is using some pretty sophisticated AI to keep an eye on the health of your hotel's most critical and, let's be honest, most expensive assets. So the really crucial thing to understand here is its predictive power. Zebra's deep learning models are so sensitive, they can detect those almost invisible signs of wear and tear on your big systems, like HVAC or plumbing. It's like hearing a tiny whisper before the loud shout. It doesn't just tell you something is broken, it tells you something is about to break. And that is a game changer. It lets you schedule repairs during low occupancy times, which means no guest disruption and you avoid those catastrophic failures altogether.
All right, next up is ServiceM. Now, if Zebra is kind of like the brains of the operation, doing all the prediction, then ServiceM is all about the hands and feet. It's about execution and empowering the team on the ground. Its whole focus is driving efficiency through mobility.
Just imagine this for a second. Your engineer gets an alert right on their phone. They accept the job. The app guides them to the right room. They fix the issue, snap a quick photo to document it, and mark the task as complete. And boom, instantly the front desk gets a notification that the room is ready for the next guest. That's the power of a platform like ServiceMaid. It completely streamlines communication, gets rid of all that messy paperwork, and just dramatically speeds up your response times.
And that brings us to our final platform spotlight, Fix. So if Zebra is the predictor and ServiceMaid is the field executor, you can think of Fix as the central nervous system. It's what connects everything together into one single cohesive, data-driven operation.
The key strength of Fix, really, is its incredible ability to integrate with all your other hotel systems. I'm talking about your main property management system, your energy management tools, you name it. And what this does is it creates this powerful, unified dashboard view of everything that's happening. And for you as a manager, the reports it generates are just invaluable. You can finally see exactly where your budget is going, you can spot those annoying recurring problems, and you can truly optimize how you use your staff and resources.
Okay, so let's bring this all back together. Why does any of this matter for you and for your career? It's simple, really. The hotel of the future, the one you'll be managing, isn't run on guesswork anymore. It's run on data, it's run on foresight, and it's run with a relentless focus on proactive excellence.
You know, the ultimate goal here isn't just to have shiny, well-maintained equipment. That's just a means to an end. The real prize, the key takeaway for today, is about transforming your entire operational mindset. It's about moving from just doing reactive repairs to delivering truly proactive guest care. Because a smooth operation should be an invisible operation to the guest.
And this quote right here, it really says it all. Look, technology and automation, they're not about replacing people. Not at all. They're about empowering your people. When you let AI handle all the routine, predictable stuff, you free up your team's talent, their creativity, and their energy to focus on what actually matters in our industry, creating absolutely unforgettable experiences for your guests.
And so that brings us to the final question. This is a question I want you to carry with you as you move forward in your careers. The tools we've talked about, they're already here, and they're only getting smarter. So the real challenge and the real opportunity is for you, the next generation of leaders, to figure out how to best use them. So the question is, how will you use this technology to build the hotel of tomorrow?